Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be running through another build order video. Today we're going to be covering Kinsano. So I didn't feel like I could get the perfect game against an AI with Kinsano to demonstrate her full skills. So we actually searched a few ladder games to try and get the correct game to demonstrate all of her skills and leader powers. So we ended up getting one fairly quickly, 2 games in. We come up against an Onyx player as Colony, and luckily we actually got Ashes as well, which is one of Kinsano's best maps, so perfect to just demonstrate the build order. Okay, so nice big map. We're going to be opening up Jackrabbit first as soon as the game starts, just so we can get across the map, get a good scout off, grab some of the mini bases, and just have eyes around the map. Especially against a colony player, you want to be wary. Goliaths can still do a lot of damage, even though they got the health nerf in the last patch. So ideally, we don't want to go to the big power bundle with our Marine, especially against a banished player, because choppers will absolutely destroy that poor Marine that's going to go over there, and then you're already a Marine down, you can't collect resources, you've lost 150 blue. So as always, build your first supply pad, always upgrade it as soon as you can, try not to forget, that does really help your eco, and every second does count. So because we're not going for the big power bundle, we're going to be sending our Jackrabbit and Marine all the way over to the far right power, so we don't fall too far behind. This does kind of leave us open to mini steals, but normally your opponent will pick up all 6 minis, or be possible to pick up all 6 minis. So if they go for our minis, we're just going to go for theirs. So just make sure your unit's constantly active, always picking up supplies, using your D-pad or your cycle buttons if you are on keyboard to cycle through your bases, cycle through your units, just to make sure they're never idle, because there's not much to do at the early stages of the game apart from actually move your units. So this is the most important mini next to our base. We don't want that to get stolen, so I'm picking up that mini before I pick up the second generator on our main base. Again, always upgrade your generator, so the second pad to be upgraded is our generator, and when the second generator is built, we will also upgrade that. Now we're just going around collecting blue, trying to pick up these minis. So there's one. See a grunt come across there, so we actually go through to steal his mini, which was actually a good option in this position, because in a second we realise that they stole our mini. So second generator gets upgraded. We're probably going to lose that Marine to that chopper. Just get a good scout on the mini, and we're going to try and pick up some of this blue before he does die. Now our Jackrabbit is going for a scout, so 2 minutes 20 seconds in, because we don't want any sort of Goliath rush. Now on this base I see no defense, so I'm going to take the hell drop and I'm going to start harassing this turret. Now just going to start producing a few Marines so I can pick up some power nodes, help me get into Tech 2 and later Tech 3 a lot faster. And buildings, when they are building like this turret, they take, I think it's double the damage. So we managed to kill that turret pretty easily with just one flamer and a Jackrabbit. So now we're going to start harassing the power extractor. I noticed that he has 3 upgraded supply pads and not an upgraded power extractor. So if he loses that power extractor, he's going to be in a really tough position. He does actually manage to defend this with a few choppers, but that doesn't matter. We almost get a quarter of the health off the power extractor, which will come in handy later. Because the whole play with Kinsano is to harass your opponent, keep them on the back foot, and stop them from attacking you, essentially. If they're always playing defense, they can't attack you, so that's what we want to do. But always build turrets on your base with Kinsano. You literally want 3 or 4 turrets on your base, especially against Colony because of the Goliath drops. And we're basically going to be defending with turrets throughout the whole game, and we're going to be playing offense with all our drops that we have. So picking up a couple of nodes here. We're already researching into Tech 2. This is the point of the game where you need to start thinking about, is it safe to pick up an Expo? Depending on what your opponent has on the field, so it looks like he's only got choppers and grunts. We have 800 blue. I'm going to slap down a fair generator because I feel comfortable, I feel safe within this game. If you don't have to go for a fair generator this early. Start building a few units. You want your armory up, so you want your hero out on Tech 2. You can build a couple of Flame Warthogs against Banished, but they're not really that great. So you kind of want to stick to infantry and then later into Hornets as well. So we're just going to pick up our Expo now, upgrade our supply pads on our main base as well. Continue to micro and pick up some power nodes. So it looks like we're probably going to lose that mini base, but that's fine. So we're actually going double flame drop here, just for the harassment capabilities. We're going to put a fair turret down on our main base. Leader's getting upgraded. She's going to be out soon. She can cause some harassment on the enemy base. Picking up our second node, doesn't look like the opponent has any as of yet. And what we're going to do as well is get some units on hold ground on the opponent's Expo positions. That way, because we have so many drops with Kinsano, if he tries to build that base, we're going to deny it every time. So this Goliath harass here, we're going to defend that mini base with 2 level 2 flamers. These Goliaths are going to get melted. They're not going to do shit to that mini base. Opponent has a power node, just going to steal that. So our fire base is built. I'm going to build an air pad on there, just in case any more Goliaths do come. I want to have a Nightingale to be able to smoke that base. So his harassments get stopped, and now I can go on the offense with these flamers. Now I know at this point in the game as well that our opponent is miles behind us. I mean, we've got 3 generators up. He barely had an upgraded generator in the early game. So leader is coming out. I'm going to send this leader straight to his main base because I already have a harassment on the mini bases. I'm going to get hair upgraded as soon as possible, and I can see that he doesn't have an expert and I do. So we're going to start producing a couple of Hornets, but we're not actually going to engage any army with these Hornets because we don't want to lose them. It is a risky play going Hornets in the mid game until you have the Tech 3 upgrades, but like I keep saying, we feel pretty safe in this game. Opponent's not doing too much to harass us because we're always on the offensive. We're taking his power nodes, we're attacking his mini bases, we're killing his troops, and we're about to harass his main base. So he's too focused at home. So next leader power is going to be the Flame Hog drop. So another unit drop ability. I'm going to save this here. I could drop it at one of the mini bases, but I'm going to see what my leader can scout on his main base. Hopefully by now he's in Tech 2. He should have a shield. If he doesn't, great for us. We're going to use the Flame Wall with the leader. We're going to drop some Flame Walls and then start harassing some of his buildings. Looks like he has the Hunter Captain out. Okay, and this is really bad play from him. He does have 2 upgraded generators now, but he's not Tech 2, and look at that generator at the back. It's still half health from earlier, so we're going to use all our drops. That generator is going to drop, no problem. And that's going to set him even further behind. And he has 4 turrets, but they aren't upgraded. They are banished turrets, so they're a lot weaker than UNSC turrets. We're going to try and get this second generator. He did drop a heal, but he has no units yet to defend, and all I could see on the map was a Hunter Captain and a few choppers, so he's not really going to be able to stop us. So we're in a pretty comfortable position right now. Take down the 2 gens. We've done our job. We're going to get out of there and save our units before his units come back. So Kinsano Cyclops is really fast. She still has a shield up, so we're going to stay for a bit until she loses that shield. When she gets close to losing the shield, we're going to run out of the battle, regenerate the shield, and keep coming back for harassment. Now, he's done a Goliath drop on my main base, but it looks like they are attacking separately. So he's trying to take down the turrets. That's not what you want to do. You want to focus a pad, because they could take down a generator even with 4 turrets up. So I'm going to upgrade one of my turrets to anti-infantry just for later harassments. I'm pretty rich at the moment, and notice how low my population is. Against a player like this, we can afford to be that low, and we're about to pick off a generator on the back mini base as well, so that's going to be another bonus for us. Now, Researching dispersion nozzles for my flamers. That's just for the flame drop. As soon as we research that, we're going to sack it. And we're going to get Wingman as well. Now, we're preparing Wingman because we're going to be going Firestorm group on the next point, not Inferno. Now, this is the mistake a lot of Kinsano players make. They'll go Inferno first. Now, Inferno can be pretty easily counterable, just a few healers or a heal on the main base, and then you've just wasted all your eco to do basically nothing to the base. Now, the Firestorm group drop is probably one of the most underrated drops in the game. It drops with, I think it's a level 3 health charge it drops with. It's really strong. It comes with 2 Vet 2 Hornets, a Vet 2 tank, and 2 Vet 2 Flamers. Now, there's some strong units right there. So if you have the upgrades, such as the Wingman that we just got, and the Dispersion Nozzles we just got, that drop's going to be really, really good. So here we go, point comes in. Drop it down, and it just absolutely shreds this base. So after this point, the next point, that's when you'll go Inferno. So we got some Goliath harassment here. We've got 2 turrets at the back, and we've got Nightingales. It did manage to take 1 pad. It's not going to set us too far back. And notice on the minimap as well, we have Hornets harassing his mini bases. So with Kinsano, you want to be hitting your opponent in multi-pronged places. A lot of different places. Keep him distracted. If your micro is better than his, you're going to win the game based on the harassment and the micro all around the map, because he won't be able to keep up. So this base is completely stripped just from drops. We hardly built a single unit in this game. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend not building any units. Turrets aren't going to save you all the time, especially if your opponent is max pop. This opponent wasn't, so you can start building infantry counter balls if your opponent is being really aggressive, and then using your drops on top of that. Your drops as well can also be used on the enemy army to get you an advantage in the battles, which is also really good. But this is probably the main playstyle for Kinsano. And it works really well as well, because you just build up your economy and you're harassing with drops, and your opponent for some reason gets confuzzled. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you liked it. I know you've liked all the others, so I'm going to continue doing these videos for you guys. I appreciate it very much for all the subs I've received lately, and I hope you like the rest of the videos. Thank you.